trying to make me cry in front of everybody, man?
Yeah, that's the point.
One word of advice. Buy TV, don't spend it on Hooker.
Super Russ. I'm the last character on my Justice League team with these 4 babes.
Did you hear me yell that during the intro?
Yeah.
No.
That's all right, man.
Yeah, buddy, Sarah's eating a muffin in my bed. I was like, don't get crumbs on the bed.
That's what you need, like a little vacuum cleaner for, man.
Or just don't eat food in the bed.
That's like the most comfortable place to snack.
No way. You can't like, when you're lying down, it's not, you can't eat like that. The food doesn't go down properly.
That's why you just like stack like 10 pillows against a wall and sit up.
Yeah, I guess. I remember I used to, when I was living with my parents, and I just spent all my time in my bedroom, and I didn't have there was a time where I didn't have a couch, so I was just like in bed all day, and it was so bad for my back.
For a long time, man, for a few years, I just had like a crappy little futon. That thing was like sleeping on metal almost. Just wake up, couldn't hardly move.
Yeah, but aren't they meant to be good for you?
I don't think so, man. Not the like little $40 one I had. It was a piece of garbage. The metal bars like sticking up in your ribs. You wake up and you feel like you've been in a boxing match. I remember when I finally broke down and got like an actual comfortable bed. That was like my first adult purchase. I bought an actual bed for myself.
Yeah, when I moved out, so when I was living with my ex, and then we broke up and I moved out on my own, I didn't have a bed because I got rid of my bed.
Yeah.
When we moved out together, and then I slept. So I moved into the new place and I didn't have a bed, so I had to sleep on my couch for like a month before. And my couch was tiny. I had like a Chesterfield couch, which I couldn't even. Like, I was longer than it, so I had to have my feet up on the armrest and stuff. It was a rough month. So, alrighty. What's today's topic, mate?
YouTube memories.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was running out of ideas, and then I was thinking, like, we did comic book memories where we ripped off the Grey Man. But then I thought, why don't we talk YouTube memories? We're both YouTubers. We've been doing it for a long time. I just had my 3-year anniversary.
That's a good topic, man.
You're on 4 years, yeah?
Yeah. It'll be 5 when August rolls around again.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
5 years.
It flew by, man. I can't believe it's like already a month into 2022.
Yeah. Grey Man's buddy going to be like, he's like going to hit 13 years or something soon.
Yeah. Gray's been on forever, man. I think Grey Man invented YouTube.
Here's the first video upload ever. He's like, what is this YouTube? I might try it out. So I've made notes as usual, and hopefully they'll be able to keep the conversation going.
All right. Yeah. I got a few topics, few memories to share.
Oh, this guy. All right. This guy's prepared this time. Maybe that's why you were late.
Yeah. Now I was late because I was setting something up for tonight's video, day 40 in my video a day series. Okay. I went out and I did something really dumb, and I pulled out the credit card and went in debt because I saw something at the store that I was surprised to see. I didn't think I ever would. So I was setting it up, trying to get something filmed so I can have it to upload tonight.
Russ.
So yeah. It's like this, man. It's like this. The foot is free. If you guys want to see more, my PayPal is linked in the description of the video. Just drop some donations, and I'll strip off one piece of clothing for every donation during this stream.
Oh dear.
Like 10 people
after
just
somehow-
10 people just blocked me or something.
All right. Well, I thought let's go back to the beginning, Russ. Let's go back to what's it? Rus Man's Funko Funk. What was the name of your channel?
Actually, the original name was Russman 80.
Rus Man 80.
Yeah. And I originally started
Rus Man.
geez, yeah. Probably like I was still trying to do a take on Superman. So instead of Superman, I just went with Russman back then. So this was actually, yeah, I know, man. I know.
Super Russ is so much more obvious, but you
Yeah.
went with Rus Man.
Yeah. This was like 8-9 years ago, maybe more. And I actually started by making slideshows of like Smallville and NCIS and 24 and just setting it to like music and stuff. And I gained a whole 64 subscribers.
Pretty good, man, when you're on your own.
And then I took like a long break. And when I came back to start doing the collectible stuff in 2017, all of my videos were copyright striked and the songs were all muted. So I just
All the
deleted them all.
slides.
Yeah, all the
slide
slideshows.
ones. Yeah,
So I
okay.
just deleted them all and started fresh with my first collectibles video, which was a Funko Pop video, which I kind of wish I had kept those videos and just made them private, just to like look back on them and see where I actually started. But the collectible stuff didn't start till 2017. So that's what I count as my actual like YouTube start.
Okay. Yeah. And when you started doing that, did you were you watching other Funko channels and things like that, or?
No, back then, like when I first started, I was just watching other like slideshow channels. And it's cool because YouTube back then had like a group chat feature like built into it. And you could customize your page and have like backgrounds on your page or whatever. There was so much more customability and stuff. And I was in this group chat and we would talk about Lost, NCIS, Smallville, and do slideshows on it and kind of just had like this whole little niche going. And then YouTube started making changes. They took that away. They took away the ability to customize your own page. And they just kind of stripped it down to bare bones. And that's when they started locking down on copyrights and all that and muting audios. And pretty much everybody I knew left YouTube then.
Hey, it's Roger Wheatley. What's going on, mate? Is anyone eating any muffins? Yeah, there's muffins going on in my bedroom right now.
Might as well do shout out the chat right fast. Captain Sorrow, what's up? Eating in Simon's bed, messing up his sheets. What's up, Alexis? Crime Alley Comics, Roger, what's going on, man? Shattered Glass Comic Reviews, what's up?
Yeah, because when I first started, right, it's funny. So I got this video coming out. I filmed a video last week because it was my 3-year anniversary and stuff like that. I did a reaction video to my first YouTube video.
Oh, nice.
Because I hate my early stuff. My early videos are like, not that I'm much better now with my licking comic books and stuff, but yeah, I did that, and it was just interesting. Something that was funny, and it was like I basically just introduced myself. I'm like, I decided I want to make YouTube videos, and like I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll probably do like, and I start listing off things I want to do, and I was like saying maybe like CD reviews and stuff like that. I was like, what? I've never done a CD review. But then I mentioned but the main thing I'll probably make my channel about is comic books because it's my new hobby sort of thing. And it's funny because when I first started doing that, I didn't know that other people did it. Because the only comic channels I really watched before I knew there was the comic book community was people like the Comic Historian, and who were the other ones? Like I used to watch Comic Pop and Variant and things like that. So they were all like huge. I didn't know that there were just other people like me doing comic book content.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. Like when you were doing your pops, you just sort of went for it. You didn't know that other people were doing that sort of stuff.
Well, I had seen some channels. The first channel I started watching was Captain Charisma, and I decided to give it a go myself. So I signed up for Pop in the Box, which is like you get so many pops a month for like $20 or something, and they're random. So I did that for like 3 months maybe, and then I just started getting crappy boxes and stopped doing that. But when for the first several months, I was behind the camera. I didn't get in front of the camera until I did like the Marvel Collector's Corps box. I think was the first time I bought a tripod and got in front of the camera for like my one viewer. But Captain Charisma, who at the time I think was 400 or 500 subscribers, and I thought that was huge because all the people I watched had like 5-10 subs. So that was like the biggest like YouTuber I had ever seen with 500 subs. He just had this hilarious channel, man. And I would watch his stuff and comment. And one day he checked out one of my videos and started like commenting. And we just kind of like started talking about pops and stuff and became friends. And he shouted me out in his giveaway. And that pushed me over my first 100 subscribers.
Nice.
And through that, I met Only Emily, Iron Archer, and Lindsay's Geeked Out Knickknacks. And like the 5 of us were just like this clique for like so long. And we just kind of like all became friends. And Captain Charisma, he quit making videos for a while to focus on his career. Only Emily just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to her. I still keep in touch with Lindsay and Archer. And I talk to Cap every now and again because he's still on Instagram. But
So
that was like the
most
start.
But so did Lindsay do pop stuff?
Yeah. She started with pops. She would show all kind of collectibles. She collected watches, shot glasses, movies. She's had like this variety channel, and then she started showing comics and stuff. And I believe through her is how I met Matt, the boy who had 7.
Yeah.
And Matt started watching my channel. I talked a little bit about this in your Road to 1K giveaway video.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you guys haven't entered that yet, click on the link below, Simon's channel, subscribe, and enter his giveaway. But anyway, that's when my channel was floundering a lot, and I was really getting burnt out on collecting pops. And I was already collecting comics again at the time, but I hadn't showed them on my channel yet. And I just started watching Matt's channel and found out that he started collecting comics originally the same time I did with the Death of Superman storyline. And me and him became friends through that. And I decided to start showing comic content on my channel. And that's when it really started taking off. Started meeting so many people from the comic community, Metarog. There's so many, D-Runt Comics. Just so many great guys that just kind of like accepted me into the comic community.
But were you part of that Funko? Like, because I know the Funko community is very strong as well. Were you part of that at all, or was it really just your little clique that you had?
It was just my clique of 5 with Captain Charisma, Only Emily, Iron Archer, Lindsay, and myself. And the bigger Funko channels didn't care anything about community building back then, man. There are some now that are really good about community building, like Homespun Geek, which unfortunately he's been taking a long break from YouTube. I hope he comes back. But he was a great dude that shouted me out several times, and I gained a few hundred subscribers from him. But back then, when they originally started, the bigger guys, they were just all the channels were out for themselves. It didn't matter like how much you supported their channels. They didn't care anything about building a community or friendships or anything. And so it was just like my clique of 5 smaller channels.
And how many of those in your clique? I think Iron Archer still does videos sometimes, right?
Yeah, occasionally he moved away from Funko and started going into vlog style videos, and he's done a couple videos where he customizes pops, figures, stuff like that, and he's really good at making customs. He actually sent me a custom pop of, you might not be able to see it in the box, but it's Superman from the Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
And he customized them and made them battle damaged.
Oh, that's cool.
Made the heat vision eyes, give him a black suit, put battle damage scars, all kind of stuff. And that's what the pop originally looked like.
He should have made it. He should have also changed it to Rus Man.
Yeah. But actually, I AOK'd him this pop.
Yeah.
Early on. And like last year, he sent it back to me customized.
That's
This
cool.
is like a surprise.
But was he the only one left in the your little clique that's still making YouTube?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Because
Captain Charisma came back a year ago and did a video, and then he disappeared again.
I think you were telling us to sub him up. I think I subbed him
Yeah.
up.
But hopefully he comes back every now and again and does some stuff, because his channel is just so entertaining.
It's funny to think I used to do a lot of pop content. Like I had quite a few pop hauls and pop videos and stuff. And then I did my retirement pop video recently when I scanned them all into the app. Because I just, I don't know, I hardly buy them anymore. I still do, because just every now and then those ones will come out and you're like, oh, I need that in my life for some reason.
Have you seen the ones that are they're like the records where it's got like 4 or 5 members of the band with the record behind them?
Yes.
And the actual record label on the other side?
Yeah, man. I wanted to get
this one. Yeah. I tried so hard to find the Metallica one for my older brother because he loves Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't find that thing anywhere, man.
We sell them at my work, and some customer bought all of them. Like there was an order I saw sitting on the shelf, and he had every single one. The funny thing is, right, when we have the ad on our website, when you look at those things on the website, the record, they make the record look like this shiny, like chrome silver look. When you look at it, it's just like a
when you see it in person, it's like
plastic record.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was an actual real record in the box at first.
Yeah, no.
See, I don't know why
that would be cool.
Do that. Yeah.
For
what they charge for them, it should be a real record.
Yeah, I know, right? It would be definitely a lot cooler if it was a real record.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I had so long before I found the comic book community. And that's when the views were like, I remember back in the early days, all I had was random people finding my videos. I didn't really push my video amongst my friends either, because I know people who make YouTube, they'll post it on their Facebook page and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had my SimpleSimon Facebook page, which no one followed. And then I would never post it to my personal page because I was just like, none of my friends like this stuff. So why I don't want to, do it like that. So it was hard. And I remember anything that had more than 30 views was awesome back then. I was like, oh man, 40 people watch my video. Oh, yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's rough, man. Like when I first started, I was getting 2, maybe 3 views tops a video. And when I finally started getting some more subscribers, I would get 10, 15 views, and I was just so excited, man. I can't believe 15 people actually watch this garbage.
Hey Sean, and Crime Alley Comics 4-year anniversary is tomorrow over here anyway. 2 days.
Oh, nice, man.
Roger was in advance. Roger is one of my oldest subscribers. He was before I had 100. That was back when he was just Roger Wheatley, but he was one of my earliest subscribers. Roger.
I think I found his channel through Metarog.
Yeah,
Back when he was doing the contest roundup things. I found a ton of channels through that.
To be honest, you know what? I think that's maybe how he found mine. So when I first started, obviously I got shouted out by Rod.
Yeah.
And a week before that happened, so I don't know if maybe Rod discovered my channel through Perry, because Perry used to do the lurkers stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. I found a few channels through him when he used to do that.
Yeah. So
That was awesome.
He commented on one of my videos, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then I found his channel, and I watched that video where he found my video. It was just funny because he's making all this commentary on it, but he's not actually watching the video. He's just like, he was just like looking through it. And he's like, because I was talking about my favorite reads, and because I was still new to comics, I was reading things like Killing Joke and Death in the Family and classic stuff. And he was like, "Why is this guy talking about all these old books?" I was like, "If you watch the Perry, you might know." But yeah, so he did that, and then a week later, Rod reached out to me. I was like, "Hey man, I do a shout out show, and I'm going to shout out your channel." I was like, "Oh, awesome, cool." And then
Rod's a cool dude.
That's how Sharon found me. And then Sharon watched one of my videos, and she was like, "Dude, you are funny." And I was like, "Am I?" And then she just like messaged everybody. I was like, "You got to sub this guy up." Da, 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 da. That's where it kind of snowballed.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if I found Sharon's channel or if she found mine first. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but she was just like instantly like started promoting and like shouting me out when we met.
Yeah, so Sharon was Sharon reached out to me, was like, "Hey, I want to send you something." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? I'm in Australia. Yeah. So she was the first person to ever send me something. And I was so shocked, right? Because at the time, it was weird for me. I was like, there's some lady in the US who's like, like wants to send me something. That's really weird. Like, to me, I'm like, what is this? What is she sending me?
Yeah.
It
was like so strange at first. Like the very first AOK I got came from Lindsay. And that was before we even like knew each other that well. She just like sent me a package with some pops and stuff in it. And I'm like, people do this? They just send you things? So I'd like I got some stuff that that I knew she wanted and sent it back. And it just kind of turned into that AOK war for a long time.
Yeah. I was but I could I remember the day that I got home and there's this big box sitting on my doorstep. I was like, "Oh," and it was from Sharon. And I wanted to film an unboxing, but I was just exhausted from work because I'd finished late that night. Got home and I was like, "Oh, I should film this really." And I was like, "Nah, I can't be bothered." And then I opened it and I was like, I wish I filmed it, because I literally had I couldn't believe what she sent me. She sent me this giant Batmobile pop vinyl thing.
Oh yeah, like, I think I remember you talking about those.
I can't believe someone sent this to me. I was just like in shock that happened. So yeah, that was my intro. And then my little click, I guess, was the people that I first found through. So she was like, "Oh, I'll let Metarog know about you," because once I got to 100 subs, she was like, "Oh, I'll let Metarog know about you because he does shout outs for your channel and stuff like that." Yeah. And I think that's where probably Roger would have found me as well. Crime Alley. And I remember the Grey Man subbed me, and then he resubbed me later down the track. So I think when Grey Man first subbed me, he mustn't have been watching my videos. He just subbed me. And then I think it was when my next giveaway, he had resubbed or something like that, and then started watching my video. He entered the next time. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my little clique was all like Sharon's little posse of like Drew, the comic assassin, Metarog, all the people she had on I Love. Was like, because I used to watch that every week.
Yeah. And
found out about all of you guys. So I found I don't know how I found your channel. It must have been someone shouting you out, and then I watched that video, which was that really depressing one. But that's maybe
like, keep watching. Who's this depressed dude, man? Unsub.
I was like, oh,
I came here
because
for comics, not
we're all
therapy.
down and out, mate. Talking about how February you get all depressed,
Yeah.
and this year I want to make a video every day to
Yeah, that was
overcome all
the
that.
first
That's
time I
cool,
did the
man.
video a day thing.
I
So
will
that was
follow this journey.
2020 then.
Yeah.
2020, because I did a video a day again last year, and then now I'm doing it this year. So
Yeah. So that
yeah,
was
we've known each
that's
other for a while now. Then
yeah. But definitely the I love shows was how I found a lot of channels through Sharon, and that was the first invite I got as well.
yeah,
So Sharon kept saying to me, she goes, I want to get you on a live stream before anyone. She's like, I want to be the first person to get you on a live stream before anyone else does. So yeah, she got me on that, and it was again very shocking. And then after that, I think Matt reached out and was like, he wanted to get me on. He used to do a stream where you just talk about what you've been reading.
yeah.
And he did like an international version. So it was me, Matilda Gothica, Varangian, Comic Geek McD, now known as Cowabunga Comics.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He changed his Instagram name.
What was the other? I forgot the other dude. I can picture him right now. I just can't picture his name for some reason. It doesn't make that much content. But
Oh,
I barely said a word.
was it
It was like
Geeky GMT?
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
Klaus.
Very good, Russ.
Yeah,
very good. How did you guess that?
I vaguely remember that stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-hour stream, and
Yeah.
I reckon I barely said anything because I didn't want to jump in while people were talking. So I literally didn't say anything until the last, like the end, when Matt's like, all right, Simon, so what have you been reading?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, am I here?
Yeah, that's exactly how I was the very first time I got invited to a stream. I was just like, I hope nobody asks me anything.
Well, I'm
just
still
sitting
like
there
that.
quietly.
Like, that's what I don't like doing on my own channel anyway. I don't mind hanging out with other people, but on my own channel, I never want I don't like having more than 4 people on a panel, like including myself. So
Yeah.
3 extra people, because anything more than 4, it gets too crowded. And I feel like there's always at least one or two people who just don't say anything. And I think it's more because, they're minding their manners. They don't want to jump in and things.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be one of those people if you have more than 4, I feel like.
Yeah. I still have like issues streaming by myself unless I'm streaming a game or something.
You're
Like
pretty good though.
man, when I tried the Royal Rummy reaction stream, that was a train wreck until
Okay.
Sean jumped in there and helped me out, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do lives on my own. I feel like I don't know if I've done it before. I've done ones where I was drunk and I just jumped online and I put an open invite out. But as far as like having a planned stream on my own, I don't know.
It was pretty easy when I was doing the going through my comic book collection, because I could just always have something to talk about. When you show the books, you kind of remember the cover and the story. You've always got something kind of to talk about and fall back on.
Who was the first person who invited you to a live?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I remember the first live stream I was ever on. The very first time I tried to live stream on my own, I did like a Funko Pop set that I had bought, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Back when you were still before
when I was still Funko.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you use StreamYard? Like, what was the deal? Like, I didn't know anything about live streaming.
Back then I just used my phone to stream through YouTube, because that was before they changed it to where you had to have 1,000 subs.
No, you don't have. Well, hang on a sec. Because Mad Spidey did his first few live streams directly from his phone on YouTube.
Really? They might have changed it back, but yeah. For a while they had it set to where you had to have 1,000.
Yeah, because I remember that. And because I remember Mad Spidey's first stream was like, why doesn't he have the StreamYard thing? And he was trying to figure out how to share the StreamYard link. And people kept telling him how to do it. And he kept just sharing the link to the video. And then everyone realized, oh wait, you're not even using StreamYard. He just did it straight from YouTube. Yeah, because I think in YouTube Studio, there's a live button. You can just go live.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're
on the
talking about on your
laptop.
phone.
Yeah, back then I didn't have a laptop, so it was just all phone for me.
What's going on, Grey Man?
Hey,
Talking
Gray.
about you before. And how you unsubbed me. That's a funny thing. So when Grey Man, I noticed Grey Man subbed me again. I was like, wait, he already subbed to me. I was like, he must have unsubbed me. But then now I know Grey Man. I know he never would have unsubbed me. It would have been YouTube or something. Or maybe Grey Man unsubbed me. But yeah, it's lucky, man, because like now that I know obviously how because without the comic book community, I'd still be sitting in that first. I'd still be trying to make it to 100 subs. You know what I mean?
Same here, man. I never would have made it in the first 100.
Yeah. So it definitely was a good idea.
Yeah. Didn't know how to edit, didn't know how to make thumbnails. It was just me holding the phone with one hand trying to unbox crap with the other.
You do? Really? You'd hold the phone?
I didn't even have a tripod then, man.
Oh man, you couldn't even just lean it up against something?
It was so bad.
Yeah, my early videos are interesting. Like I didn't have because now I've always got music in the background.
Yeah.
I never used to do the music thing. And I know a lot of people don't do that. And I don't know if people think because like a lot of people I find obviously they don't do jump cuts and they don't do music, and that was exactly how I was in the beginning. I didn't want to have jump cuts, but then I realized that everyone and the whole YouTube thing, people have short attention spans. You want to keep it flowing, so that's why when I edit my videos, I'll watch it like 5 times before I'm happy with it because I'll do a first edit and chop out everything that doesn't need. And the more I watch that video, the more I realize people don't need to hear that, or like I try to chop away all the fat to try to make it as because I realize not everyone's going to watch the whole thing, and that's why I do jump cuts. I even cut out a lot of my ums because I say so much. I edit out a lot of my ums now.
If it wasn't for edited videos, man, nobody would watch my stuff now because I mess up so much. I just have silences when I'm trying to think of something. What was I going to say?
Yeah, see, there was a time where I kind of every now and then I would do like I guess a more scripted sort of video, and I hated it because I was just so I don't know. I didn't like the way I presented when I kind of am reading, so I always wanted to just be natural.
Yeah.
I am an ummer.
That's something I've always wanted to try to do, like a script where I could just like something simple enough where I could remember it without having to like look down at the paper and try to read it. Well, I've never planned out anything. I've always just
I didn't necessarily script. I would make notes a lot, especially my MMA videos I used to do. I used to kind of just have some notes so I could remember to go from one thing to the next. I would still kind of just ad lib, but I'll just make pointer notes. Other times when I scripted, I just felt really unnatural on the camera. And obviously when I do my Red Hood, when I used to do my Red Hood videos, that was a whole script, which I really got to get back to doing.
Yeah, those were cool, man.
Yeah, it was just fun, man. When I did that, what was it? I don't know. I did something. Oh, that's right. So for my giveaway, 2 of the videos you have to watch to find an answer was 2 of those Red Hood and Ash videos, and I just forgot how much they were like a huge part of my channel 2 years ago. And now it's kind of like just the last thing. I used to put so much like before, like now I'm finally getting I think more views now, but obviously for a long time I'm getting like 30 to 40 views, and back then was when I was putting the most effort into my videos. Like I use the green screen all the time. I spend a lot of time, trying to work out how to do this, how to do that. How do I have a conversation with myself? And now all my videos, I just sit at my desk, and I feel kind of lazy because of it.
It's crazy though, man. It seems like sometimes the more work and effort and editing you put into it, the less attention it gets, man. And then you do a short or something that takes like 5 minutes to film and upload, and it gets like 1,000 views.
That's
It's
right.
like, what's the point of putting in so much hard work and effort with editing and hours and editing all night, and then your video gets like 10 views, and then you film yourself busting an egg with Thor's hammer, and it gets like 100.
I enjoy the process though of editing, man. Like I really do. Like especially those more difficult ones with the green screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I find when I'm really into something like that, or when I do my convention videos, like when I do my convention videos, I've got so much footage when I come home, and I'll get the video done that night. Because once I start, I just can't stop because I just want to see the finished product. So there would be nights where I used to stay up. Well, I'll be like, I'll edit till midnight and then I'll stop and just finish the rest tomorrow. Next, it's 3 a.m. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoy the process of editing. So
I like to edit too, man. I really do, but there's still like so much I need to learn, like with the layers and effects and green screen stuff. I would love to be able to like do that one day.
I
There's
did
still just a lot I got to learn.
I did once was it? I think I must have done it on IG, but I don't know how I would have done it on IG. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I did a green screen, not a tutorial, but I was just showing. Like this is back when I was doing the Red Hood videos.
Yeah.
I think I just had my phone filming my laptop screen, and I showed how I edit myself and have a conversation with myself in a video. But back then I didn't know how to save the lives. So as soon as it finished, it kind of just disappeared.
Yeah. I've seen some people like throw in like all these effects and like crazy awesome looking stuff that seems so complicated to be able to do.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's in the software. So if you use Premiere, I think you've got a lot more options. I just use iMovie, and iMovie is fairly limited. So if I ever upgraded my my laptop, like I'd probably get something better.
Yeah.
But I want to upgrade because I do like the Mac that I use, so I do like using the Apple stuff. But they've got a more professional one than iMovie, and I would potentially, it's like $500. I'll potentially upgrade to that. But I mean, to be honest, iMovie does what I needed to do for now. But there's a lot of stuff like when I do videos with Mark will always throw in suggestions. He's like, so he'll stop literally halfway through and be like, so you know what you do there with editing? You do this, you do this, you do that. And I'm like, I don't know who you think I am, Mark, but I am not as good as you think I am.
I just use Power Director and edit on my phone. I don't even try to edit on my my laptop because it's like a piece of
Your
junk.
laptop would die.
Yeah.
Your laptop would breathe its last breath.
Yeah.
Phones, you can do plenty. Mad Spidey recently, because he did everything on his phone, and it's so funny. So his girlfriend bought him a MacBook. Like she bought him the MacBook that I want. She bought him a very expensive laptop to do all this.
Yeah.
And then Simon's just like, he's just like, how do I use this thing? I don't know how to do anything because it's so different from the phone. What's up, Zen?
What's up, Zen? Like, I remember when they just like switched from the last Windows and upgraded to Windows 10. Because at that time I was either using Windows 7 or Windows XP, and they stopped doing that and upgraded to Windows 10. And I couldn't figure out the operating system on that crap for nothing, man.
Really?
It took me forever just to learn how to like find where stuff was, man.
Yeah, but I feel like Windows 10 is more like Windows XP and 7 than Windows 8 was. Windows 8 was completely different. Windows 10 went back. Windows 10 was like a mix between 7 and 8.
Yeah. It's just technology stuff. It takes me forever to like just learn how to get it down, and then they update something and change it once I learn it. I feel like,
yeah, man, I'm not fantastic at this stuff. Like, I do this for a living. I sell computers and stuff, but I don't know anything about computers. I know what I've learned from people asking me and me going on Google and finding out.
It's like this, man. I can turn it on, and that's more than I can say for women. I can't turn on one of those. but I can turn on a computer.
I think you can, mate. Because more women need to see your content and your funny stuff. That was the thing, man.
I
Like,
see all the time, like on TikTok, women want guys in flannel with beards. Here I am. Nobody follows me.
That's why when I first found you and you were doing those videos, I watched that first video where you're all depressed and it's a real downer of video. I'm like, man, you just ruined my day, dude. And then as I keep watching every day, I was like, oh, this guy's actually a funny guy. Like, what up? Who was that guy at the start? So you have a funny sense of humor, mate.
Yeah.
I think that's why I love
it. Yeah. Occasionally, I don't know. I just kind of use YouTube as an outlet occasionally.
Yeah. Again, before I think it was just before I found the comic book community, and that's when I was putting probably the most effort into my videos. It was because I went through this massive depressed state. And it was coming through in my videos. I did a couple of videos and I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, like after the fact, especially, I'm just like, hey guys, I'm Simon. So like today I'm gonna like scan these comic books. I'm like, ugh. So I took like a week off or something. And then when I came back to it, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this because I love it. I really do love it. So I came back just with a vengeance and started doing all those Red Hood videos, and I was using my green screen all the time. And as soon as I'd come home from work, all I wanted to do was make a video. So I was pumping out like a video a day almost without even wanting to. So it's definitely a good outlet.
I was like that in quite a few of my videos back around 2018, man, where you could just like, I would try to hide it, but you could see the depression. And I would just like roll out of bed, film something, and roll back into bed and upload it. It was like that time period, 2018 was just a rough year in general.
Yeah, it was good though. I don't know. I think that's where I really found that I really enjoyed doing this sort of stuff was during that time.
Yeah, it helps, man. It really does.
I got really skinny too during that time.
That's my problem. I got bigger. It's like I was doing so good, man. I was losing weight. I was exercising, going to the gym. Then I got my heart broke. And the first thing I did, I went and got a double bacon cheeseburger with extra cheese. And then I went to the store and I got the family size bag of M&Ms and the big bottle of root beer. And
yeah, see, when I'm super depressed, I can't eat, which is why I lost all my weight.
Yeah. When I'm super depressed, I just fall into food, man. And just all the progress goes away. That's
kind of what I do now, though. So now, because I've put on heaps of weight in the last during the COVID years, I've put on a lot of weight, and I don't like secretly in my head, I'm battling myself. I'm like, oh my God, I hate it, right? But it's almost like I've just given up, and then I'll do the opposite of what I should be doing. When I'm depressed about girls, though, that's when I just don't eat.
Yeah. For me, it's just like, screw it. Give me the candy, give me the soda. I'm gonna put on my PJs and get in bed and eat for like 6 months. I'll see you guys next year.
I've done a vlog, mate, where I followed myself during 1 week of that time as well, man, and it's rough to watch. I never released it, but yeah, it's just literally a week of me just going, I hate my life.
Yeah, there were a few videos I've done like that where I've thought about like just not releasing it, but I did anyway.
Yeah. I know you have done that, and it was one of those things where I was battling myself. I was like, do I upload this or not? And then I ended up choosing not to. And in some ways I'm glad, but in other ways, like my whole thought with that really depressing one was kind of like, if I do this, it's kind of like it could kind of be a big thing, because it's like I don't want people to see this, because I don't want, no one wants people to see you in that state, right?
Yeah.
But if you do it, it's kind of also showing other people who are in that state, hey, it's okay to be like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was kind of in two minds with it.
There's very much, I think, a stigma around guys when they talk about mental health, because a lot of people just in that mindset, like walk it off, like depression is a leg cramp and you can walk it off and be good. So I think it is important to talk about and get out there, because I think it does help other people maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. And that was my whole thought. I was like, this could be an important thing to do. But yeah, ended up not doing it.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 weight loss vlogs that I haven't released
Yeah.
because
If
I
you
failed
ever,
every single one.
if you ever decide to do Patreon, man, make those videos like exclusive Patreon. Like
That's exactly
you have to pay $5 a month to see me depressed.
that's exactly because I've always thought of doing something like a Patreon or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's absolutely so at first I was like, I will do like the longer versions of like episodes of the Noob, because I always do a first cut and then I always edit it down even more. So I'll do like a longer version of some of my videos, but also the stuff that I never released will all be there. But I don't know if people really want to watch that.
Yeah.
Like that first one I made, it goes for 2 hours, Russ.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a movie. And at the end, it's so bad. I just think about some of the things in it, and I'm like, I couldn't, because I edited it over and over. So I watched it over and over when I was doing it, and it was helping me. It definitely helped me with my depression too, because basically every day I was talking to the camera, so the camera became like my therapist sort of thing. And me editing it as well, watching it back, kind of just helped me get through my days. But then once I got over that sort of bout of depression, I couldn't go back and watch it. I don't think anyway, because it's like,
that can be good too, man. Like just record it just for you, even if you never upload it, and it just be like at least talking about it and feels like you're getting it out of your system.
Absolutely,
instead of just like keeping it all bottled up.
I'm really glad that it did it, because it definitely was a time where I think I needed to talk to someone, and I didn't want to talk to anyone human. So I would just talk to the camera. Grey Man talks about it too. I know in all of you can tell when Grey Man's not 100% in these videos.
Yeah, I think it's good to talk about and get it out there. Yeah, because really, there's so many people in the community that support you, man. And it really like makes you feel like you're not alone, man. And that's just such a great thing about some members in this community. They just gather around you and they lift you up when you're down.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone director's cut, make millions. I feel like that's the formula to YouTube as well. Like if I had to tell someone how to do this, you do need, because even though I never wanted my channel to be about this one thing, like I wanted to be able to do whatever I want to do, have that one thing that is the main focus. So comic books, it doesn't have to be comic, whatever it is. I guarantee you there's probably another community out there that does what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that was the main thing with my channel when I was just focused on the fun collectibles, and that was the channel name. And then I went from that to RLM's Comics and Collectibles. I needed something that could cover everything when I changed it to the Super Rust thing, because I want to cover comics, I want to cover figures, I want to cover statues when I can afford them,
and cover cooking.
Crap cooking videos, whatever I feel like putting out something dumb. Just kind of have like a spectrum of stuff and not be locked into one content. And
that's what I think most people should do. It's kind of like Bubs, how he changed from Bubs Comics to Bubs World. That's perfect, because it's just anything that you are into, you should be able to have it on your channel. Well, I just feel like I just think everyone's channel name should just be them. You know, like you should be the star of your channel, not all your goodies, not all your comics, not all your toys and collectibles. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many people would have subbed if my channel name was just Rusty.
Rust Man's bad, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I was young. Rus man. Everyone would use super. Everyone would use super. Rus
Yeah.
man. You don't know you're stealing it from Superman. It could be Batman. Could be anyone. Rus man. That's bad.
I
dude.
was young to the game.
I don't even know how I came up with the SimpleSimon thing. I think it just because obviously SimpleSimon's a known thing. The only problem with using SimpleSimon as a name is it's a common saying. Like SimpleSimon is a thing people will say, which is why I kind of want to use it because I'm pretty simple. But what's tough about it is I knew straight away, I was like, guaranteed there'll be some other SimpleSimon there, which is why I did it like I write it in one word rather than having a space. But I'm pretty sure if I look up now, surely I have. I don't know. Let's have a look. I want to just check who comes up if you type in SimpleSimon. Am I first?
Googling yourself live on YouTube.
Well, hey, I just it's not like I get to do it very often. Filter channels. SimpleSimon. There's a few of us. Oh, this guy, SimpleSimon, 1.6K with only 30 videos.
Dang, man, what are the videos?
SimpleSimon breaks trading down to the basics, from day trading to
Stock market stuff and like speculation stuff or something.
This guy's got 4,000 subs. What is it? How to make a quilt? What? Anyway.
Man, it's crazy what channels will blow up, isn't it?
What the hell is Grey Man talking about? Rusty trombone. That's not good.
My trombone is well oiled, Grey Man.
All right. So we got close to the hour. I didn't really write many notes for today. We pretty much already covered everything. We didn't even bring up my notes. We just kind of went through all these anyway. Well, one of them was Who Did You Watch? That was the last one, but you didn't really watch some content before you joined the community, right?
Matt was the first one that I started watching his comic content. And then like it's through him, Roger, and then through Roger's channel, pretty much everybody else.
But you never really watched any comic book content before you found the community?
No. I didn't know people put that out there.
Yeah, but you didn't like, because I was a noob, I was like looking stuff up, but mostly what would come up was like the big channels, like Comic Historian and Variant Podcast and all those guys. So they were like huge. Like I think Comic Historian's got like 1 million subscribers or something like that.
Oh, really? Wow.
There was a couple of guys actually, I can't even remember their names, that were probably smaller YouTubers, but they still had a decent following. There was this one guy who used to just sit in his car and he would just show you what he picked up. Like literally, like you could see the steering wheel and everything. He'd just put the books on his lap and say, I got this. And he'd talk, maybe he'd review a book. And there was one, and back then I didn't comment really and stuff like that. But this guy had this, I got a feeling it was Heroes in Crisis.
Oh, God.
He goes, this garbage, right? And then he just ripped the book in half. And I was like, all right, I got to say something. And I wrote in the comments for the first time, I was like, why'd you have to rip up the book, dude? And then I met the guys from Whack Comics and I'm bloody doing it on the weekly.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I first saw Whack's channel, I saw him just destroy a comic. I was like, what is this? What is this garbage? And I think I actually unsubscribed. And then I saw him through your channel a little bit later, and he seemed like a cool dude. So I checked his channel out again. Yep, but the first time I saw him rip a comic, it just like hurt my soul, man. So like, why would you do that?
The first video I watched from them, can you remember the Marvel were doing those out on Wednesdays or whatever?
Oh,
covers?
Yeah. Oh, I hated those covers. They were so stupid.
Yeah, right. I bought one because I felt like later down the track, as for history's sake, I thought I should own one of these, just to remember that they existed, right? So the first Whack video I saw, they were like doing this stupid thing where Tyler was like showing you like how to do some weird magic trick. Like he put the book into like a tray and poured water on it, but he said it was acid or something like that. And then he pulled the book out and it had all this stuff appear. Like he was saying, you could make it appear kind of like one of those things, you add stuff to it and then it just like, writing appears. So, but obviously he clearly
like magic ink or something.
Yeah, like magic ink, exactly, right? So he was like saying that he poured this acid on there, which was just water, and then he pulled out the book and he'd just written all this stuff on there, saying, he's like, oh my God, look, it worked. And then it cuts to Lee, and that was before Lee showed his face. He was like, oh, so today I'm going to show you how to bag and board a comic book. I was like, okay. So, and then he just starts off with opening a can of spaghetti and pouring the spaghetti in the bag. And then putting the comic book in there and I was like, what? I was like, what is this? What is this channel?
Like,
obviously, I subbed it, but I was like, what the hell is this crap? And then kept watching more of his videos. I was like, oh my God, this is insanity. But then what I realized was, like, I think I was one of the first people they ever invited on to their live stream sort of thing. So they used to do a live stream together, right? So, but when you watch that live stream back then, so now it's very organized. Now they've got segments and all that sort of stuff for their live stream. It's very organized and it's always out there, right? It's a very unusual comic book channel. But back then, when I first found them, I think they maybe had less than 100 subscribers. If you watch their live streams, it was very serious. They just talked about comics. So when they invited me onto a live stream, I was like, oh crap, what do they want me to do? And I watched their live streams like, oh, they're just normal guys who love comics. You know what I mean? Just I don't know where all the craziness came from, but yeah, that was how I discovered those guys.
That's pretty cool, man.
And then when they started inviting me onto the collabs to destroy comics, I was like, I pretty much have like a little section in my boxes now with the divider saying whack comics. So there's crappy comics I can destroy.
You better be careful, man. You'll run out of Tom King books soon.
Hey, I love my Tom King books. Did you see the comic release thing I did with Mark? And I was like, this next book is one of the most beloved comic book stories ever written. Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I voted for Mark on that round.
All right, mate. Well, we're getting close to the hour. How about we wrap it up? And you got anything going on?
Yeah. Well, I got the daily video coming out this evening. It should be out by 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be day 40. It's a
big reveal, is it?
fairly big video. Yeah. I still have to edit it though, so I should have it out by 8.
Nice.
And of course, the daily videos will continue.
Are you still just waking up in the morning with the idea, or?
No, sometimes I don't get the idea until 5 minutes before I film something, man. Like some stuff I know, like I did the Walking Dead Volume 1 review. I knew I was going to do that, so I still have to read Volume 2 and do that review. But for some stuff, man, I grab something and just film. Like it might be a cooking with Russ where I don't really cook or anything like that. You have a request, Simon?
Oh, God, I touched it.
What's up, Cole? You're gonna have to like bust out the Windex now and clean the camera.
It's been so funny watching. So there's only been a couple of video entries for my giveaway, but when you did yours, it was hilarious. And Brian LCS did one as well, and he was just like, "I am not gonna do that, SimpleSimon. I am not gonna do that." And then it just cuts him like licking it, and then like getting busted licking it.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't seen his entry yet.
Yes, it's been fun doing those. So if anyone wants to get in on my giveaway, it's not too late. I'm about 40-something subs away. It's going to be going for a while anyway, because even once I hit a K, I'm not going to celebrate. I'm not going to say nothing until I'm sitting like a couple of subs over 1,000. So
Yeah. It's always good to do that, man, because
I
it
learned
does
from you
fluctuate. Yeah.
because mate, yours dropped massively.
Yeah. Yeah. I hit 1K 7 different times. Before it finally stuck.
So yeah, it'll be a while for my giveaway, Dan. But yeah, I've got my room tour video coming up this weekend. I've got a bunch of videos. I've got the room tour video. I did my reaction to my first YouTube video. I did another Guess the Celebrity with Sarah. I can't wait to find a lick-worthy comment. Yes, Cole. I want to see it. He licked the toy last time. It's even
Really?
weirder. Yeah. I've actually got a
what kind of toy?
I actually made like oh, you know what you should do with your shorts, right? You should also upload them to all your other platforms. So I don't know if you've noticed, but on my TikTok, all my TikToks I upload now are just my YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
And I was doing it on Reels on Instagram for a while, but for some reason, Instagram stopped letting me do 60-second ones and only started letting me do 30-second ones. But now it's fixed it and it's back. But you do that because if it doesn't hit on one platform, it might hit on the other. So my Tom Taylor one of Batman versus Superman, when I asked Tom Taylor who would win, no one watched it on YouTube. A few people watched it on Instagram, but then on TikTok it went off. People were like, Batman.
Yeah, I know my last couple only got about 15, 20 views somewhere in there.
How upsetting is it when you're on that roll and then you get that one?
When you're getting like 3, 4, 5, 1,000, 2K, and then all of a sudden they get like 15 or 20. It sucks.
All good things come to an end, mate. But yes, plenty going on my channel.
Dang, man, that's viral territory there.
Crazy. That is. I can only dream of those numbers.
Yeah. I think my very best video was that Superman collection still. It's up to like 2.7K. Then I had a short hit 2K. But the average video views, they're not so great.
One day, mate. One day.
Yep. Still gonna keep
one day
grinding,
the
man.
world will know it's Simply Super.
Yep. It's gonna be a brand. Which, by the way, you guys can get your Simply Super merch on my Redbubble store. That's one of 15 different designs that I have. As well as Patreon. We were talking about Patreon earlier. That's below if anybody wants to sign up. I decided that one of the perks of being a patron is you automatically get 10 entries into any giveaway I do. So yeah, that's you don't have to leave a comment, you don't have to make a video entry. If you're a patron, you automatically get 10 entries into my giveaways. So I think that's pretty decent, yeah. That's the only thing I can think of to do with Patreon.
Do you have content on there?
I've got a few thumbnails that I posted before. Like I posted some thumbnail sneak peeks of this show at Simply Super. But that's about it, really. But yeah, if you're a Patreon, 10 entries into any contest, and I do giveaways for every 100 subs.
We need to get the vaulted videos, the vaulted Super Rus video. Oh, sorry, the vaulted Rusman videos onto your Patreon, mate. That's what we need.
I wish I could get those back, man. I wish I still had them. I shouldn't have deleted them.
Oh, the memories that you've deleted.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll out of here.
I appreciate everybody hanging out. And once again, Simon's link is the first one in the description. Check out his channel, sub him up, and enter his giveaway, man. Awesome prize pack he's got going on. I believe he's offering a 70-inch 4K TV and a PlayStation 5. So check that out. that was the prizes, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right. Have a good day, everyone.
Peace, guys. Oh, Magic Lasso popped in right quick. What's up, Lasso? Hold this peace sign awkwardly until I actually